Yes, when an entrepreneur is starting a business, one thing that you need to do is to come up with a simple business plan. What you need to focus on is just to look at what is the value proposition that you're going to offer in the market, and then the costing structure. How much will it cost you to set up of the business, and then the resources available in the market. How do you capitalize on the opportunities available in the market? And then how are you going to make your revenue, the money? That's very important. If you can figure out on those four elements, then you can be able to really study, because when you are providing value, for example, the value proposition component, you will then look at which people, what problem you are solving, how do you solve it, what value are you going to give, who are your customers, and all those things. So it's, and then in the second component of costing and structure, you look at how much will it cost you, what type of things you need so that the business can operate. And yeah, just yeah, for entrepreneurs, one of the challenges entrepreneurs face is financial readiness, because no one is really ready with all the money you need to start a business. So one thing that we always have to look at, the resources number one that we have is ourselves. So the best way you can start a business is to get a skill. If there's a skill that you can learn and do without paying money when you are doing it, then that will be the best resource you can start with in your business, because then you can sell your service and start generating revenue. I can give you an example of such skills, like maybe if you studied business administration at school, maybe you can master how to draft business plans for people. For example, once you know how to draft business plans, you will not need money for you to draft a business plan. So that customer can pay you for that service. Yeah, so those are the best things that we really need to look at so that you become innovative. You use your skill, and then you sell your skill and start making money. And then when you start making money, you start growing your business from there. And then another one is what I call creating value. Once you create value for your business, then your business can be able to grow, because at the first phase, you are not really going to get the much required funding. But then with the little money that you have, focus on creating value on the business. The first thing that you can do when you're creating value in your business is to gain credibility in the market. How do you gain credibility in the market? By making sure that you brand your institution so that it can be known. It can be a small business, but people are not going to see the wall of the business. They are going to see the service that you are offering to your client, and how do you present it to the client. I'm talking about your marketing strategy now, your online presence, and all those things. These are things that the people out there are going to see before they come and engage with your business. And then the other thing is now is the customer care service. Then once you brand your business, you need now to make sure that you keep consistent in doing your work. I mean, if I can give an example, the reason why KFC stand out is because they try their level best to test as KFC. Even if you find it in Namibia, it will still test like KFC. You find it in another country, it tastes like KFC. Coca-Cola also have done it. It's because they've built the value in the brand. Once you've built the value in the brand, you can easily then attract um, investors. People with money would want to associate with your organization because they can see the future in it.